their game is starting in about 5 minutes, so they're currently getting invites and things like that. Yeah. You got it. We're not very official with this yet, Ruthless. I'll let you know that. We're still working at a lot of kinks. I recently just got this. I don't know if you have used it at all with your code. It's called Barrel or Barrel. It's pretty great actually. Reset series score. So if you're looking at the top, it should have both names actually in the at the top of the stream. So it's Pioneers on blue side, Wolves are on orange side. And so it's a best of 5. We have about 3.5 minutes before players get started. And it is will be game 1. If you see those dots there in the, at the top of the scoreboard, that will keep track of like the rounds, looking for that first of 3 wins. Yeah, let me check on that real quick. Yeah. So just as a heads up, how our game last week went. So we played in a game last week. We went 3-0. First 2 games went 2-1, and then last game went to a 6-0. All 3 wins for us. We did a scrim yesterday. We went to all 5 games, barely squeaking out the win. I think we were going up against like the currently placed like 10th or 11th team, and I think we're in 16th place right now. So it was a really good match.
Hey, they're riding the building. One of my players wants to spar after the matches are.
Or you can reach out to me. Either one, I can connect you to him. So any of my students watching, I talk to you guys all the time about Ruthless actually. So
he wants to actually go against me specifically. Yeah, I'm down.
So we should be starting here in about a minute. Woohoo! It's well, if you're talking about the Twitch, it's SHU_Griffins at on Twitch. Literally, yep. So if you guys just go to Twitch, search up SHU Griffins, it should be the first one that pops up. At least that's what it is for me. Can you check to make sure the Run Club is getting in? Yes, 100% one of them is. Oh. Yeah. He really likes it for some reason. I couldn't tell you why. Yep. This is in. We're in. Oh, that was really close right off the bat. Yeah, it was just a bad kickoff. It happens. I will say, as far as ranks, our opponents are much higher rank on average than us. I think it's 2 champs. Our opponents are a champ 2, a champ 1, and a D2. We have a champ 1, if I remember, a plat, and a gold. No. I will say we are a team traditionally that ramps up, so we start off kind of weak, and we get better as the series progresses. It's not surprising that it's not off to a great start for us, but as the game goes on, we'll kind of heat up a little bit, and it should start to get a lot better. I will say, like, for one of them, this is their first time playing This is their first semester playing Rocket League ever. Yeah, like they never played the game before this season.
I watched him hit it.
Oh, so he's using one of our school accounts, but he goes by OTK Biggs or Sakai, so you can use either one of those monikers.
Thank you.
I think with the way the score is right now, they should really just go for whatever just to get the practice in and get warmed up for next game. Sorry, my bad. I was checking something and it made a sound. Dangerously but safely is For those new to Rocket League, so how do you get a flip reset there just to help clear that? Yeah. Yeah. Gotta hit the must-see flicks, right? I might have to do the same. Just at my school, just up and down the hallway. I like that, actually. I want to learn how to do a squishy save. Ooh, not enough air there. He was just a little bit off there. Like, he just needed a little bit more height, and he would have saved that. Unfortunate. I don't know if he had the boost for it, to be honest. Hey, Ruthless, my Smash practice is ending, so I'm gonna let you run this for a second. I'll be right back. Yeah, did you guys clean up in there, by the way? Oh, that's fine. I'm just, when you're done, make sure, like, you unhook everything, pack up, that kind of thing. Okay. Huh? I mean, practice is technically over now. So if you guys are done, whatever, I'm gonna be here for at least another 30 minutes, so you have at least that long. All right, we've had our warm-up game. It's okay. Hey, so how did the scrim go? Like, what was the final score? Gotcha. Alright. Well, hopefully we learned something, yeah?
Pioneers defensive third. It's still bouncing towards their net, but nobody's really able to get a solid shot. The ball gets crossed in front of the net, but nobody's there to try to finish the goal. Somebody needs to step up here and really take, like, the lead on offense. Like, hey, just be that person who's just like, hey, you put the ball in front of the net, I'll find a way to get the ball in the back of the net. But it just needs to be passed first, and somebody needs to step up and just put the boost into the back of that ball. Off the corner of the Wolves, going to be centered, but nobody's there to receive it. Rotations from the Pioneers not quite there yet. Aerial game from the Pioneers has been exceptional. I want to see more aerial game from the Wolves. That's their first
Let's
goal
go. I
of the
told
series.
you. Told you. Warm-up game, man.
All right. So now, if they do they want to keep up the aggression, or do they want to park the bus and just block the goal?
No, they need to keep it up, because if they
Well,
okay. Well, another bad kickoff, I swear to God.
Third kickoff of the game.
What I've noticed from watching, like, their scrims, their games and what stuff, once they get going is when they play best. Like, it's just constant pressure out the gate.
So they need to enter that flow state.
Yes.
Okay.
Once they start running hot, it's golden. Because they find
exceptional touches out of the air from the Pioneers. Just aerial superiority is how I would describe the game so far. And that's going to be the second goal for Pioneers. With his Cloud 9 card.
So, what would you suggest as far as working on, like, if you were to give advice to players watching, my players watching, to help increase or drill for aerial?
Training packs. This Rocket League is one of the best games at providing you with utility and tools to improve yourself. Like, you never have to touch online play ever, and you could become SSL. Like, the training packs that they provide are the best tool ever. And I can give you the training packs that I give all of my students. But for example, I have a student on my JV squad right now. Started out like Plat 1. I gave him the training packs, and I was like, dude, by the end of the season, you're going to be Diamond something. He's reaching Diamond 3. Like, he's on the cusp of Diamond 3 right now.
Yeah, no, that I kind of 100% agree. This is one thing that I actually think Rocket League does really, really well, is providing in-game support to, for players to be able to get better. I wish other games could find a way to do that as well as Rocket League does that.
Yeah, I think Rocket League does it the best. Because, like, Rocket League has been doing this since before, like, League of Legends had the training mode. Or whatever it is. Practice mode? What is it? I don't know.
Well, there's the training mode and the
practice tool.
Practice
That's
tool,
what I'm
yeah.
about.
But and they've done some work with their bot AI, which has been good.
But yeah, we just passed the 2-minute mark. Minute 50 left in game 2 of this series. This game much closer than game 1. So Wolves did take some swings, and they're trying to give it back to them.
I think
they just got to find one more to equalize the series.
Yeah, their biggest problem is rhythm. Like, once they find the rhythm, and that's why I said when they start running around, they're pretty good. Once they have to find a rhythm that they can work with, because until that, it looks very sloppy as far as rotations and things go. They get in each other's way a lot, but once they find their rhythm, it looks like beautifully choreographed dancing. But like, they have issues finding that rhythm, and so up until that point, it just looks really bad.
Ooh, Pioneers looking for a double tap right there, not quite going to be able to get it, and now Wolves are going to have to fight out of their own corner. Gets past midfield, almost reaches the defensive third of Pioneers, and they're going to pinch the ball together in order to get this beautiful touch off the ceiling.
Wow.
Oh my gosh, that shot was gorgeous.
That was insane.
He gets the 50 in the air off of the ceiling. The aerial mechanics are on point. Whew. About to bust. It's a big touch going downfield. Already has a teammate on it. Ball hits the backboard. Either you save it or they're shooting it. It's headed back their direction. Not a lot of boost to speak of on any of the Wolves. They haven't taken
Gotta take the pads.
Boost. And this might be another shot, and it goes in. 4th goal in game 2 for Pioneers. Pioneer Rocketeers. Ugh. What are you listening to? It's coming through your mic.
Sorry, I was pulling up our stream just to make sure the quality was okay on another laptop. I've got two laptops, 3 monitors, all connected with different devices and mice. Like, I have 2 mice, 1 headset. It's a mess on my desk right now.
Man, I get it. I totally get it. That one does not quite make contact with the backboard, but it's going to be the end of game 2. 4-1 for Pioneers. They're on match point now.
Okay. Well, went better than game 1, so we have progress. That's what it's about.
Like I said before, though, if you're playing against somebody who's just mechanically better than you, the best way to disrupt what they have going on is just to be more physical. Like, if you miss the ball, just find somebody. Find somebody and just push your nose into the side of them. And then after you do that, rotate out. Make sure you find boost. If you're not the one on the ball, your job is boost. You need to have boost in order to make plays. If you don't have anything and none of your teammates have anything, nothing's going to end up happening. The ball is just going to get pushed further and further into your end, and you're just going to be stuck over here.
Yeah, I mean, there's still things they're working on. Like I said, we've got some new players. Just trying to. I think the main thing right now is them learning like each other as a team and how to get out of each other's way and kind of like give them the space to play, but still be there to back them up. If that makes sense.
Yeah. But, like, don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to call anybody out. I'm
No.
like, yeah.
They definitely need the advice because unfortunately, while I'm
this is a good offensive attempt. It gets hit back into the corner for the Pioneers, though, and they're going to be able to clear this out. Bit of team bumping. He's actually dribbling his teammate in the air. That was a little wild for a second, but right now, this should be the Wolves' counterattack. This is their moment. You need to pull up on this ball. You need to pull up and make a play. Do it right now. This is your moment, and it's off the backboard. Nice half flip from probably Hero, though. That was actually a really nice half flip.
He is the champ 1 player on our team.
Yeah, that was a really good half flip. Another attempt on the goal.
OTK, the
Nobody's
one playing on our official account is the one that I think is Plat, if I'm not mistaken. And then the Pennywise is the one that.
Another offensive attempt. The ball is out in front of the net. Nobody's there to put it in. So, one thing that I do want to see is your higher ranked player. He keeps getting trapped in the net, meaning that the other players are not rotating back post to free him up. So once they pull up behind him and allow him to make more plays in the field, you'll see a little more success.
So one thing that I've talked with him about is understanding as the better player how he needs to like support his teammates. And like instead of trying to read what they're going to do as much as like reading what they're going to do with the ball. He needs to
play his own game rather than worrying about his opponent's game.
Yeah. He needs to put his car where he needs to be, not where they are going to be or where he needs to
I totally get it though.
Yeah.
Because like in champ and stuff, like sometimes people just read too much, and that's where like fakes and stuff come in. But whenever you play in like plat and diamond and stuff, people don't fake nearly as often. They just like dive in towards the ball. I get it. Like I see where he's coming from. And that, see?
I think that's what we were just talking about, though.
You get him out of the fucking goal. Oh, I'm sorry.
It's okay. It's okay. Look, it's PG-13. We're allowed one, right? That's how it works in movies.
You get him out of the goal, and he puts it in the net. Sorry, everybody. I'm used to working with college students.
It's so great.
He's got a flip reset, but his teammate is going to be the one to try to do it. All three of them are in the same spot. This is a great time for a counterattack. Just need to get that one hit that puts it over everybody's head and down the field. If this made it to half field and somebody had some momentum to push it forward, it could have been the opportunity that the Wolves needed.
Please don't. Oh my god. Okay, we're going to edit that out in post.
I was just like screaming internally, and then it started coming out of my face hole.
That was they could not get enough, like a good solid hit.
Halfway through the third game in the series, the Pioneers take this. They take the entire series. If The Wolves are able to pull something back here. They can extend it to game 4, but it starts with the second goal. They need one more. Ball's in the corner for the Wolves. I was thinking about the car name. The Hot Rod, or what is it actually called? I don't know. The Hot Rod takes it into the corner, and now off of the wall, they have plenty of boost. The Wolves need to make their stand right now. Nobody can let this go into the net unless it's on the blue side if they want this series to continue.
That's a good
off the backboard. That
bump.
means somebody needs to hit it. Anytime the ball hits the backboard of your opponent, somebody needs to be taking a shot right afterwards in the air. Aerial from the Pioneers gets a pinch off of a 50 from the Wolves. And now, there are 2 members over here from the Pioneers. All Pioneers have boost, enough boost to be able to make a play. What are the Wolves boost at? They also have enough boost right now, so it's equal state, but they're still 2 goals down. This needs to be put in the net. Somebody needs to start taking these shots. The ball gets crossed in front of the net, but it's not being hit in an aggressive way. Like, it's not threatening. Ball is going to be hit back towards the Wolves' end, and it's going to be sent into the corner. This is an offensive attempt for the Pioneers, and was that probably Hero? Yeah. That was a good clear. The kid's good.
I'm really proud of him, the way he's taken on like the responsibility as a captain and teaching these new players.
I think he just double touched it off of his opponent right there. So he's working with no boost right now. The Hot Rod gets a bump and is pulling the ball downfield. Decent cross, going to not quite hit the backboard before some of his opponents are able to get to it. But now, here's another cross. Where are his teammates? They need to be here to take the shot. There's the shot.
Close.
It goes wide. Oh!
It was a good attempt, though. Like, I'll take it.
Oh, the flip! Ah! 5 seconds left, and I think this is going to be the series for the Pioneers, but there's glimmers of hope, and as a first season, this is a good team to start with.
Yep, I'm pretty happy with them. They're working hard, and I can see it, so. Ooh. All right. But yeah, thanks for casting today. It was actually closer than I expected to be. So we did some scouting earlier, and we knew it was going to be a tough game today, just because of the rank disparities and just learning. But they put on a really solid show. I'm super happy that they took a couple goals off. I'm glad that they have started to understand like positive good mental when they're playing games. Like it's something I've worked so hard with my with my League of Legends team of like, no game is losable and you try until the last second.
It's just like the thing that I always tell every single one of my students, like, don't think about the things that you can't do, think about the things that you can do. And then if something goes wrong, don't linger on it. Next play.
Yep. And so they definitely are doing phenomenally with that. And so I'm so proud of them, especially today's game. Like, I know it's a loss, but like I feel good about what they were able to do in this game.
It's a learning experience. Come back next semester and throw some punches.
Even with this loss, I wouldn't count us out for playoffs though. So we had to beat top 16. So with this loss, it won't. If we had won today, it would have cinched us for sure. I would have gotten an email probably by Saturday that we were clinched for playoffs. At this point now, I think we have to win next week's game in order to be in playoffs. So we'll see how it goes.
Well, hey, if you're available, I could probably do next week as well.
Okay, yeah, I would love that.
Before we sign off, again, my name is Man Ruthless. You did not hear that incorrectly. It's Man Ruthless. Don't talk.
Ruthless, thank you for casting for our school today. I really appreciate it. Make sure, if you're listening, go check out his Rocket League matches later today and support the SHU Griffins. I would personally appreciate that, and we will see you guys all next week. Goodbye.
Bye.